Good evening, everybody. Today, I welcome you all for this particular show, The Unique, Unseen, Unsung, Celebrating Champions 2020. Today is our last episode for the series. This particular series has been really special. It was all about children. We were celebrating their uniqueness. We had all kinds of children. There was a chef, there was a diver, there was a photographer, there was an author. We had painter, drummer, storyteller, and today we have a very, very, very special guest. He is Paranjay Pratap Singh. And the best is, he is a music composer. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. And he he also plays an instrument. I am not going to tell you what it is because he is going to unfold the secret. And he's also a rapper. So, oh my God, this little boy is such a genius. So, I welcome Paranjay. How are you, beta?
I am doing good, Shefali Auntie. Thank you for having me in the show.
Pleasure is all ours.
Yeah.
Pleasure is all ours. I want to know, how old are you?
I am 12 years old. Yes.
My God, such a, what do I say? Such a charmer. I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
Okay, tell me, Paranjay, we're all keen to know, how did you think of becoming a music composer? How did this actually happen?
Well, it all started when I usually used to rap here and there, do a freestyle. And then I realized that the beats I used to play when I used to rap really subordinated every vocalist to when you're rapping, and that that really attracted me, the beats and the instrumental. After that, I every time when I watched a movie, I used to listen to the instrumental first. How are they attracting the audience, uh, uh, and causing the climax and tension according to, yeah. And then also, when I would listen to a song, I would listen to the instrumental. What would happen without it? So that's where my inspiration came from.
My God,
And
that's quite an interesting thing. I mean, I can't even imagine thinking so many things the way you just told me about. I mean, so many things you ranted. I'm like, music, this, and how exactly you got inspired. It's quite a journey. Tell me, who is your inspiration at home?
at home, I would not say that I would have a single person who inspires me, or a single family member who inspires me to make music. I would name several artists like Eminem, a song or whatever, which really inspires me, maybe Yanni or Beethoven. At the same time, various sounds, just random sounds in my house, like just the birds chirping. Let's record that in. Or even the anything like someone driving in a car and the sound of it. Let's record that in. So whatever inspires me as an artist to produce, I convert various sounds from nature, uh, and that's how it happens. I just get inspired by a sound or an artist, and cooperate the same in my musical piece.
Wow, that's quite an interesting thing. So, a lot of things are inspiring you, isn't it?
Yes.
Great. I can see that you are taking inspiration from everything around you. That's beautiful. Now you must unfold the secret to all of us. Which is the instrument you play?
So the first instrument I have ever learned to play as a child was the sarangi. It's a Nepali folk instrument.
Wow.
And so I started as a child in Nepal when I was 6 years old in Pokhara. I think that's about it. And so when I went there, I was just looking at a teacher, kind of a teacher on the road who would, in Pokhara, who would, on the streets, who would just play and teach people and just spread the knowledge of sarangi.
Wow.
So when I listened to the sound from there, I was very fascinated. It was the best sound I could ever hear, and I said I definitely want to try it out. So I went there and I played it. I realized I was terrible at it, and it took a lot of practice for me to get better at it, really. Yeah.
Wow. So
And
that was the big thing, the sarangi. That sounds so interesting, and I loved your story attached to it. But now I want to know, what are you playing now?
now after that, I moved on to the ukulele. So my uncle had given me a gift, an old ukulele, which I could play and groove to. And I think that was that was the second instrument uh, I had, and
Would you
then
like to
I
play that
also
for us?
learned.
Would you like to play that for us and maybe sing something, or maybe you want us to hear
Yes,
something that you have composed? We would like to. I would actually leave it to you. What would you want to show us?
in fact, I have already prepared a song with my ukulele.
Wow.
Uh,
I am so looking forward to hearing that, my child.
which I composed on my own during the lockdown. It's a reflection of how I felt during this time and really uh, what I am looking forward to. And that's about it. You'll get to know when you listen to this song.
Great.
Here
All
it
the best. We are all listening. The world is listening to you.
okay. Trying to listen to all those shadows on my wall. 'Cause I need a friend. I've been reading books about those fairy tales and myths that will lead me to my old days. Time is flickering on the wall. Old days. around yet.
Wow, that was amazing. You know, I was so fascinated by it. You transported me to a different kind of world altogether. I can tell you that. That's why I always tell people, listen to me carefully. Children must be taught how to think and not what to think. It's very important. And I think this child has really emphasized on the same thing I said. Yes, I think we should just let them be and let them discover their own self. This was so beautiful, Paranjay. This truly was. And as I also mentioned earlier, that you were also into rapping quite a bit, isn't it, earlier?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, and
So,
how come you got into rapping? Simply, was it like just
so it all started. So me and my father,
okay?
me and drive, right? And it was a long drive. It was a 1.5 hour drive to SRCS. And my father used to play music at the same at this time because we had quite a lot of time. So one the most inspiring music, for me at least, was rap. He used to play Eminem, 50 Cent, all of those great artists. And uh, I when I I tried to rap on my own suddenly because I felt so inspired. I learned from YouTube videos explaining the structure of rap, uh, and what verbs they use, etc. And surprisingly, I was able to manage to do freestyles. But now, as a transition, I have been producing music more often, uh, and really making beats in
Yeah, I
garage.
know. I remember that you wanted to show us something. Why don't you show that to all of us?
Like, uh, these are the beats I make. I'll show one actually because so this one is called Groove, right? So you see how I made my basic foundation.
Okay.
And I
I think unfortunately we have lost Paranjay, but I'm sure he'll join us quickly. My God, what a child! This little kid is such a maestro, and I can tell you, a very intelligent and a bright boy. Unfortunately, we had lost you in between, Paran. I was just telling everybody,
oh,
my God, you are quite a maestro. And I'm so intrigued by all this kind of stuff that you have been doing. My God. And you know, when you when you very sweetly told us, oh, when I was a child, oh my God, you're still a child, okay? But I can tell you, you are doing brilliant stuff. Brilliant. You know, all our viewers are going to learn so much from you. Tell me, I need to know, during pandemic, how did you utilize your time?
During the pandemic, it was actually a privilege to utilize my time because I spent more often compose music. I had more time and space, creative things, and I read. But one important thing was that I spent started to build a balance in my life with both uh, work, work, and at the same time I was able to produce music, read a bit, and I was able to do some badminton at my home. And I think that was a very good time. When it comes to music, I spent most of my time producing music. I had more time. I spent more time at my home, so I could listen more, and be inspired more with the nature around me. So I live in a bungalow, so it's a pretty open space. That's another privilege, and yeah, that's really how I also started writing songs and evaluating on what how the current situation was
Wow, very impressive, Paranjay.
happening,
Very impressive.
etc. So
Very
that was
true. I can see that you have really well utilized your time, and you have learned how to balance everything in your life at such a young age. So I am sure this is going to help you in your future as well. Now, my last question to you would be, I would want you to give a message to the world, to all the viewers who are watching you.
okay. So first of all, be kind to everyone and everything, whether it's an insect or an animal or a person or a rock or anything. Because that's the best thing we can do, not only now, all the time. And having being able to spread kindness can really make give affection to world and make the world a better place. But that's how people feel much happier and also stay safe and positive during this time.
Wow, that's fantastic. What a beautiful thing Paranjay just shared with all of us. Stay positive and be kind. Now, kindness is somehow, I don't know why, so out of fashion. But now this gives me new hope. This really gives me hope when I hear a lot of children talking about kindness, more smiles, more positivity, a better world. I only can actually fathom that we are going to have these happy times again, and we are going to have a brighter and a better future. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Paranjay, for coming here on this show. And all of you watching us out there, thank you so much. We have enjoyed these series completely. They were beautiful. We learned so much through these series because we had wonderful children come in and they really taught us how beautiful it is to think in a different fashion. So we have celebrated their uniqueness, and I think what is nicer is that let's actually start looking at each other, and I'm sure there is some kind of goodness in everybody. So, guys, thank you. This was a fantastic show. So, Swarleen is also here, but well, not physically, but yes, she is very much here. And me and Swarleen would like to say a big thank you to everybody watching us. And we will see you with a new program soon enough. Well, I'm not going to spill the beans, not now. So you will all have to wait for our next program. So bye from Talk Room. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Shefali Auntie, and everyone.
Welcome. Welcome. It was our pleasure to have you on